Let's use our imagination. Could the Megalodon still exist? Look, there are some suspicious details to consider. For example, the fact that the ocean is less explored than the moon. According to NOAA, about 80% of the ocean remains unexplored. There are even deep-sea areas, like trenches and depressions, where not a single camera has ever been. Plus, there are large species that have been discovered many years later. Take the coelacanth, for example. It was thought to be extinct for 65 million years until it was supposedly caught in 1938. And what about the giant squid? It was considered a myth until 2004. The goblin shark, the megamouth, the magna pinna, all of these were discovered in the 20th and 21st centuries. Maybe there's still something out there that we just haven't found yet. There are also some suspicious cases from the open ocean. For example, in Australia in 2013, a large GPS tag was attached to a shark, and then the tag, along with the shark, suddenly plunged deep, as if something had swallowed the shark. By the way, I actually have a detailed video about this. Here's what it looks like. Take a look. There's also a theory that maybe the Megalodon is a solitary creature. And the idea is that a single giant hunting giant squids could exist unnoticed without forming a stable population. There's also the theory that the Megalodon simply went deeper, like into the Mariana Trench. It's cold, dark, there are no cameras, no people, and so on. At the same time, there are huge squids down there to feed on. And the most popular argument is that the absence of evidence is not the same as evidence of absence, especially in the dark zone of the ocean. There's also a theory that in extreme conditions, like low temperatures, low pressure, and high oxygen concentration, some species develop gigantism. Theoretically, this could give large predators a chance, especially if there's food available. So those were all the most popular theories on the internet, and now let's break them all down. Yes, I also love mysterious things, but I love taking a more scientific approach to them even more. Let's go through everything step by step. Or maybe it's hiding in the Mariana Trench. No, because the Megalodon was a pelagic predator, meaning it lived in the upper layers of the ocean from the surface down to about 200 meters. It was warm-loving. It preferred warm waters where there was plenty of prey like whales, dolphins, and seals. And the pressure at depths below 7,000 meters would crush any living creature that isn't adapted to such conditions. The Megalodon simply didn't have a survival mechanism for such depths. Maybe one survived by hunting giant squids? No, because a single survivor does not make a viable population. Without mating, it would simply go extinct. It had a very high need for food. It ate up to 1,000 kilograms of meat a day. Giant squids are still quite rare, and even a single Megalodon couldn't be sustained by them. Plus, the Megalodon wasn't an ambush predator. It was active, large, and fast, and it depended on mammals. But what if it just hasn't been found? No, because a Megalodon would leave behind teeth, feces, wounds on animals, acoustic noises. In other words, it would be noticed. And we have dozens of hydrophones, which are like underwater microphones, as well as satellite monitoring of large objects and huge databases on marine fauna. And not a single modern tooth has been found in 2.5 million years. What if the Megalodon just mutated? Still no, because that's like suggesting a dinosaur survived but turned into a cat. Damn, so there's really no mystery at all? Well, listen, scientists actually admit that some large animals, undescribed species of sharks or deep-sea fish may still be undiscovered, but Megalodon is definitely not one of them.